So ultimately, I didn't want to cheese this guy. I wanted to fight him in a straight up fight. But anybody who has fought him before, and if you have, and that's why you're here, you know this guy is an absolute bastard. So I'm ready to just get past him and move on, so I cheesed him. And it took me 2 or 3 attempts to get the cheese to work correctly. I'm going to show you exactly what I did and what I kind of learned while doing it. So come on, here we go. Let's do this. So first off, just get off of Torrent and block this attack. Otherwise, he's going to knock Torrent down, knock you down, and set you up for a follow-up attack, which is probably going to one-shot you. So if you have the means to block it, just block it. Alright, following that, get on Torrent, right under him, so you can avoid his attack, and keep on going. And we're going to keep on going straight and then bear off to the right a little bit. And what you're looking for are going to be some rocks right about here. So you want to ride over to these rocks and just kind of sit and wait. It'll bait him over there. It will take a minute, but he will get there, I promise you. He's going to knock down a couple trees, and you're going to want to watch out for him to do that little snowy attack again, because that will knock you off the Torrent and make you have a bad time. But you don't need to wait for him to get all the way over there. Once he's kind of close to that region, kind of like where you saw he was right then, just go ahead and jump down and just come over here to the right side of that big stone that's sticking up. He will still continue to come. Make sure you have your shield up so you can block any attacks. And what you want him to do is jump up on top of the highest point there. So eventually he will climb up to that top rock. There we go. And then just run away. He will come after you. He will injure himself and he will move on to the second phase. There we go. Now in the second phase he is a lot more dangerous, but the process is still the same. Hop on Torrent and hightail it over to those rocks. There you go, you just run straight past them and they are there to the right one more time. And we're just going to sit there and bait him over, but be careful, he may shoot some fire at you, in which case you're just going to have to jump down, circle back around, and try to get him to follow you back over to these rocks. Luckily, he just kind of crawled over for me, and once he gets to about this area, you're pretty safe to jump down. He's going to continue to come this way. But I wanted to wait just in case he wanted to turn around, but nope, he decided to try to attack me, so I hightailed it and I waited. Okay, so I'm not going to fast forward anything, I'm just going to let this entire battle play out. It's not super long, but I want you to kind of see what you can expect during this second phase trying to get him to do this. Now, the very top of the rock up there, that peak where he got him to on the first go around, you're not necessarily trying to get him up there again. Really what you're looking for is to have him get on his hands and knees and kind of crawl off of the rock. Even just from the, I guess the middle highest point is fine, and that will basically one-shot him for the rest of the round. There are times he may jump off of the rock or he may roll off of the rock, and that will do some damage to him, but it won't necessarily kill him. But if he's on his hands and knees and he just kind of crawls off of that little plateau up there and falls down, you're almost pretty much guaranteed that that's going to kill him for the remainder of the match. He'll one-shot himself is what I'm trying to say. So let's just kind of see what else he's going to throw at you, and then we'll see what it looks like when he crawls off of there. Now, those little flaming balls that he throws at you, I found the best strategy. Okay, first off, dodge those. Those will hurt you bad. But these little balls, I find the best strategy is to try to get to a safe spot, if you can find one, and then run into them to trigger them, and then start rolling away so they blow up. Because if they blow up near you, they're going to hurt. But if you trigger them, then roll away, then typically you'll be safe. But as you can see, I'm not doing a very good job of dodging the fire. Luckily, I have a ton of health potions, or Estases, or flasks of Crimson Tears, whatever we want to call them. So what I'm doing now is I'm just trying to bait him to come off the rock. So he seems pretty content to just stand up there and sling some fire at me. So I'm going to try to work a little towards him, run away from him, run towards him, run away, try to bait him into coming after me. So that's kind of what you're seeing right now. As you can see, there is quite a bit of fire dodging, so I'm hoping that if I'm running close to him, I will be able to basically avoid any of the fire that he shoots at me when you're right up against the rock, but you're still susceptible to the fireballs that he throws at you. So by getting close and running away, getting close, running away, you're kind of baiting him to come after you, and this is what you want, right? There you go. There you go. So he finally got mad enough to come after me. He was crawling on his hands and knees. He fell. He died. Job's a good one. And there we go. Again, I didn't want to cheese the guy. I wanted to fight him straight up. But at some point, I just said, you know what? I just want to get past this guy. So anyway, there you go. If you want to use this strategy, feel free. It works. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. See ya.